Hello guys, so you are there, you want to start up poultry business, but you don't know where you can start from. Guys, in this video, I want to give you a list of equipments that it is a must for you to have them before you start up this business. Because if you don't have these equipments, for sure, there is no way how you can start up this business. So, I want to give you a list of equipments needed before starting poultry business, because this business is very profitable and lucrative, but it becomes stress for some people if at all you go into something when you are not well prepared. I always encourage you guys that go into something when you are well prepared. That way you will enjoy this business. So do not start up this business when you are not prepared. So these are the list of things or requirements that you need, the equipments that we need on our farm before we start. I don't encourage you to start up this business when you don't have these equipments, because they will really play a very great role in the smooth running of your farm. Guys, if you are new on this channel, I welcome you once again on our channel. This is Smart Farming Uganda. We talk more of farming, but specifically poultry business. So feel free to join this family of Smart Farming by just clicking on that subscription button and turn on that notification bell if you want to join our channel. Also, my returning subscribers, I welcome you once again on our channel. Okay, let's go and see the list of equipments that we need to start up this poultry business. Guys, remember, I am assuming you have the structure. I am assuming you have the land already, but you don't know which equipments you really need to start up your farming. Point number one, or requirement number one, that you will need drinkers. Yes, you will need drinkers. Now, for you to know how many drinkers do you need, it is very simple to calculate and know how many drinkers do I really need to start with. For example, if you have 100 birds, how many drinkers do you need? It's a question. You will need 2 drinkers. How? Because every one drinker, this is our drinker. So every one drinker, we just count 50 birds per drinker. So if you want 200 birds, if you are starting with 200 birds, that means just get 200 divided by 50 and you will get 4 drinkers. That is 4 drinkers. That is the logic behind. That is how we calculate and know the amount of drinkers that we need. Just one drinker, just count 50 birds. One drinker, 50 birds. All 50 birds will drink from one drinker. That is how we calculate these things. If you want 1,000 birds, that means 1,000 divided by 50, and you will get 25 drinkers. As simple as that. That is also a tip I think you have now understood. You can now calculate for yourselves. Okay? That's why this channel is here, guys, to teach you all these tips. Okay? So most people will not tell you how to calculate that, but for me, I have already gave you that tip as well. Let's go to feeders. Point number 2 is feeders, because what I know is that people, they will just tell you that you need feeders, you need drinkers, but they will not tell you how many exactly you will need. And for them, they want you to go into their inbox and pay that money so that they can give you BOQ, bill of quantity. But for me, it's not what I really need. I want you to calculate by yourself. That's why I always give you the things free of charge. So now we shall need drinkers. Now, how do you calculate and know the exact number of birds we need per drinker? Oh, yes, now this is our drinker again. Sorry, feeder. This is our feeder. So one feeder will accommodate 30 birds. 30 birds, just one feeder. That means if you have 90 birds, you will need 90 divided by 30. 3. So that means you need 3 feeders. That is the logic behind. That is how we calculate. So I want you also to add this to your tips on how to calculate and know the number of drinkers you will need, the number of feeders you will need. If you want to start with 1000 birds, just get 1000 divided by 30. You will get the exact number of feeders that you want, or any number of birds that you want to start with. Just divide by that number, you will get the exact number of feeders that you will need. As simple as that. So that one is also done. So equipment number 3, we shall need brooding pots. Brooding pots. What are brooding pots? These brooding pots are used in brooder. Remember, we have our brooder. So we shall need brooding pots as well to brood our birds, to provide warmth. It is where we shall put charcoal and brood our birds. Equipment number 4, we shall need brooding papers. Brooding papers. What are brooding papers? Remember, these brooding papers, we first put, we put them on the beddings. Remember, we have put wood shavings or coffee hussks inside our poultry house to make that bedding for our chicken. But remember, these are still baby chicks. When we bring baby chicks, they cannot differentiate between wood shavings and feeds. Therefore, we first put brooding papers for the first 1 week or 7 days. Why? Because our chicks are very young. I cannot differentiate between feeds and wood shavings. So they will end up eating the wood shavings, thinking that they are eating feeds. And in the long run, these wood shavings will affect the crop of our birds and they will die. So that's why we first cover with brooder papers in order to prevent those accidents from happening. So it is sort of negligence. If your birds die because of this, they swallowed these wood shavings. It is really negligence. So those things we cannot accept them as an excuse. Point number 5, or equipment number 5 that we shall need a weighing scale. Weighing scale. Guys, weighing scale is very important. Why? Because you need to weigh the amount of feeds that you are going to provide to your birds. I have discussed with so many farmers and I'm really disappointed. People do not weigh the feeds that they are feeding to their birds. Guys, you are just a joker. You will not benefit in poultry business if at all you don't know the amount of feeds that you are providing to your birds. You are just a joker and a mediocre. You will never see money in poultry, because any amount of feeds that we give to them, we have to calculate it. We have to know that today we have given them 1 kilogram, 4 kilogram. You have to know it. If you don't know, that means you are feeding them on your profits. See, you will not see money, and at the end of the day, you will say that poultry has no money. Yet it is your own mistake. So you start blaming this business and you start, talking bad things, negative things about poultry business to others. First of all, you will hate the business, and also you make others hate the business, because you tell them that this business is not lucrative, or it's not profitable, it's not a good venture. Yet it is your mistake. So please, make sure that you have weighing scale to weigh each and everything on your farm. Also, we have to weigh this chicken to see the progress, because we have a feeding chart. When you buy these chicks from wherever you bought them from, they will give you a feeding chart, whereby you have to see that 1 week they have to weigh these grams. When they reach this size, they have to be like this. That means you have to keep on weighing them on a weekly basis to see whether they are progressing. Why? Because you want to see the feed conversion ratio, FCR, feed conversion ratio. What does it mean? You want to see if these birds really convert the feeds into grams or into meat. If they are not converting the feeds into meat, that means they are not growing, or we are doing something wrong. Maybe the feeds we are giving them does not really work, or maybe the breed that we brought is not performing. That's why you need a weighing scale on your farm to know all these things. So, number 6, we shall need trays of eggs. Trays of eggs. Remember, maybe you shall have layers, you shall have local chicken to lay eggs. You shall need trays of eggs, where you are going to put your eggs from after collecting them. So we shall need trays. So trays of eggs will depend on any amount of birds that you need. Remember, a tray of eggs contains 30 eggs. So if you have maybe 1000 birds, that means you just divide by 30 and you will know the amount of trays that you will need. As simple as that. Number 8, we shall need spade. Spade. Guys, we need a spade. What is a spade? A chitiyo. So we shall need 2 spades. One is for changing the coffee husks, because we have to change these coffee husks after 2 to 3 months, change them. So that is separate spade. We shall have also a spade for mixing our feeds on our farm. Make sure that these spades are separate. Do not use a spade that you use to change wood shavings in the poultry house, again to use it for mixing the feeds, because you'll be transferring the diseases from the chicken house to the feeds. It is very dangerous on our farm. So make sure you have 2 spades, separate spades. Number 8, we shall need gumboots. Gumboots, yes, gumboots is very important. What are gumboots? You know, the one which we wear in our feet. Make sure that the shoes that you put on when you are outside your poultry house is not the same shoes that you put on when you are in the poultry house. Make sure that you have separate shoes. So always make sure that you have gumboots on your farm. Yes, and it has to be separate. That one is very important. Number 9, equipment number 9, we shall need overall. Or you can call it a uniform. What is an overall? Ovulo, mujita ovulo mu Luganda. An overall, you put on an overall. Make sure that the clothes that you use on your farm is not the same clothes that you use, you know, outside your farm. Maybe you are in your house, maybe you are going on shop to do something. Make sure that those, you know, the clothes that you put on is different. Whenever you go into your poultry house, make sure that you have different, you know, clothes that you put on. Make sure you buy an overall, very good, nice overall, and you just put on when you are entering your poultry house. Remove your other clothes and put it aside, and put on an overall and enter in your poultry house. There, you will have very good biosecurity on your farm. Biosecurity is important, guys. I always tell you about biosecurity. Most farms have closed due to biosecurity. They don't have proper biosecurity. If you don't have biosecurity, that means you are going to close. Why? Diseases are going to come. They will wipe away all your flock, and you will lose a lot. So, point number 10, we shall need buckets or basins. Yes, these buckets and basins, we shall use them for what? We shall use them for washing our drinkers. Yes, to wash the drinkers, guys. It is very important to wash the drinkers. So you shall need a very big bucket to wash our drinkers. Make sure that they are separate from our buckets that we use on in our houses. All poultry equipment must be separated from the household properties or things. Make sure that they don't actually work in your house. Why? Because diseases will be transferred from humans to our birds. Remember, these birds are really delicate when it comes to diseases. Diseases really affect them so much. And in poultry bird farming, we say that prevention is better than cure. Yes, we don't want to cure these birds. Why? Because curing them is expensive. So we need to prevent before diseases come on our farm. See you guys. This is for today. Let me see you in my next video. Consider subscribing if you are new on this channel. God bless you. Love you.